My name is Norman Chef Vessels, otherwise known as Professor Chef at Quan Vessels Martial Arts Academy. I'm the co-owner and co-founder of Quan Vessels Martial Arts Academy, South Africa's premier mixed martial arts and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu facility in Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm also the co-founder and creator of Drive Martial Arts Foundation, our initiative to drive social awareness through combat sports and martial arts in the South African community by uplifting young men who need mentors and coaches, and uplifting moms in lower LSM areas and introducing them to martial arts and self-defense and just basically changing their lives. And when we started our initial program, very quickly we found our walls full of young men that needed a direction and they needed a purpose. We gave them a direction through martial arts, established a way or methods to develop revenue through building a career in combat sports, and got them competing. We then developed this program where we would reach out to women, single moms in lower LSM areas, in vulnerable environments where they could be at risk of domestic abuse, everyday violence from the areas that they are in. And the first step was to bring them out to the gym and to show them what we actually could do to build trust and a relationship with them. Over an extended period of time, we started developing the skill set that they could transfer to their environment, with a long-term goal to develop them up to a place where they could coach and teach in their environments, to open up their own schools in their environments, where they could work in the gym or change their working environment to work in other gyms, to change and upscale their earning capacity while positively changing their lives, being exposed to a different and positive environment, as well as the positive values of martial arts from that perspective. When we started with the young boys and the young men, it was a case of showing them there is an alternative positive behavior that reflects positive masculinity in the way that you conduct yourself as a young man, and especially the long-term rotational or generational cycle which could reflect to drug abuse, that could translate to alcohol abuse, to domestic abuse, and in that cycle how they conduct them positively young men, how that would affect women's lives positively down the chain, because they are actually around people now that don't accept or tolerate that type of behavior. And then with that positive environment, we gave them purpose, objectives and goals, and started planning things for them where they could develop a set of skills and independence to start looking at what their future could look like. Similarly, the structure that we applied for the women was not much different to that. Give them a direction, give them a skill that they can use on a daily basis. And the first thing would be self-image confidence, where they no longer have the posture of a victim, they no longer have the communication of a victim, they speak more in a positive way, but also comes an aspect of physical resilience and physical toughness and a mental toughness which can help them to navigate their lives outside in the vulnerable areas where they live predominantly. Also creating an understanding and a vision with them that there are options for them, that they're not trapped by their environment. And from that comes with the positivity and a new set of confidence and skills that actually changes their trajectory and their mental, physical, and call it financial progression from that perspective. We've gotten ladies to compete, coach, teach, work in classes. We've got ladies that work now full-time in our program, and we're now at this tipping point where we want to scale in terms of creating outreach to a far wider South African understanding from that perspective.